Hello, and welcome to the Everything Wealth YouTube channel, your ultimate guide to mastering your money. Today, we're discussing financial struggles on a 60K salary. We'll navigate through numbers, bills, and unexpected expenses to streamline your budget. Stay tuned for effective, not just the struggle. And that's exactly what we're about to do, so let's get started. Ever found yourself wondering why your 60K salary seems to vanish before the month ends? It's a sentiment echoed by many. You've got a decent income, yet it feels like you're always playing catch-up. The bills stack up, the unexpected expenses crop up, and before you know it, your bank account is gasping for air. But what if I told you there's a solution? A way to not only manage your money, but also to make it work for you. The answer lies in budgeting. Now, I know what you're thinking. Budgeting, it sounds tedious, complicated, and let's be honest, a little boring. But the truth is, budgeting isn't about restricting your spending. It's about understanding where your money goes and making informed decisions. It's about gaining control over your finances so you're not left wondering where your paycheck disappeared to. So how can you stretch that 60K salary and even save some? Stick with me and you'll find out. First things first, know where your money comes from. Understanding your income isn't just about knowing your monthly salary. It's about being aware of every single penny that comes your way. Does your grandma send you a check on your birthday? Do you have a side gig, walking dogs, or designing logos? Maybe you do freelance work on the weekends. These are all parts of your income, and they all add up. Now, it's important to note that while these extra sources can boost your income, they shouldn't be your main lifeline. A stable income, like a regular salary, is crucial. It's the foundation that your financial house is built on. So if you're relying heavily on inconsistent income sources, it might be time to reassess your financial strategy. Remember, understanding your income isn't just about the numbers. It's about knowing where your money comes from and how reliable it is. Knowing your total income is the first step in creating a realistic budget. Now that you know your income, it's time to track where it goes. Picture this, you're on a trek and you're trying to find your way back. You'd want to leave markers, right? Tracking your expenses is like leaving markers on your financial trek. It helps you understand where your money is going and how to navigate your financial journey more effectively. So, how do we track our expenses? Well, there are two main ways: manual tracking and using budgeting apps. First, let's talk about manual tracking. It's just like it sounds. You write down every expense, be it a coffee at the corner shop or the monthly rent. It might seem old-fashioned, but it's a tried and tested method. Manual tracking gives you a tangible and personal connection to your spending, making you more conscious of where your money is going. Now, if you're more tech savvy, there are several budgeting apps out there to help you keep track. These apps often categorize your spending, provide insightful graphs and charts, and even send you alerts when you're nearing your budget limit. It's like having a personal financial advisor right in your pocket. Regardless of the method you choose, it's crucial to be consistent. Remember, we're trying to create a clear financial picture here. Let's consider some common expenses. There's rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, healthcare, and of course, leisure activities. It's important to remember that not all expenses are monthly. Some, like insurance payments or car maintenance, might pop up quarterly or annually. Make sure to factor these into your tracking. And here's a pro tip. Don't forget about those small, seemingly insignificant purchases. They may not look like much, but over time they can add up to a significant chunk of your income. Yes, those daily lattes or weekly takeouts can make a dent in your budget. So track them, no matter how small they seem. Remember, tracking your expenses is key to understanding your spending habits. It's like shining a light on your financial path, helping you see clearly and make informed decisions. So start today and take that first step towards financial empowerment. With your income and expenses in check, you can now set your financial goals. This is an essential step in gaining control over your finances. Imagine being the captain of a ship without a destination. Without setting financial goals, you're just floating aimlessly in the sea of personal finance. Financial goals can be short-term or long-term. Short-term goals, achievable within a year, might include saving for a vacation or paying off a small debt. Long-term goals, on the other hand, are more substantial and require a longer commitment. These could include saving for retirement, paying off a mortgage, or building an emergency fund. Each goal is a stepping stone towards financial stability and independence. They provide motivation and guide your decision-making. For example, if you're saving for a vacation, you might think twice before splurging on that designer bag. Remember, each goal should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, or SMART for short. Setting financial goals gives your budget a purpose. Without them, you're just crunching numbers. Armed with your income, expenses, and financial goals, you're ready to create your budget. Creating a budget is like drawing a financial roadmap. It's all about giving every dollar a job, directing your money where it needs to go, rather than wondering where it went. Let's break it down into manageable steps. Step 1, decide on a budgeting method. There's no one-size-fits-all here. Different methods work for different people. One popular method is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income goes to necessities like housing, groceries, and utilities. 30% is for your wants, like dining out or a new pair of shoes. And the remaining 20% is saved or used to pay off debt. But remember, this is just a guideline. You can tweak these percentages to suit your situation. Maybe you're aggressively saving for a house, so you choose to save 30% and limit your wants to 20%. Or perhaps you live in a city with high living costs, so your necessities take up 60% of your income. Step 2, allocate your income using your chosen method. Track your income and expenses, then distribute your funds accordingly. This is where your financial goals come into play. If you're aiming to pay off a hefty student loan, you might want to allocate more towards debt repayment. Step 3, review and adjust. A budget isn't set in stone. It's a living, breathing entity that changes as your life does. Regularly review your budget, see if you're on track, and make necessary adjustments. In the end, creating a budget is about making your money work for you. It's about understanding your financial habits, making informed decisions, and setting yourself up for success. And remember, the goal is not to limit your spending, but to enable you to spend without regret. It's not about restriction, it's about making sure your money is serving you and not the other way around. Remember, a budget is not a constraint, but a tool to achieve financial freedom. Creating a budget is one thing, sticking to it is another. Let's face it, the most meticulously planned budget can crumble if you don't have the discipline to stick with it. But don't worry, we've got some strategies that can help you stay the course. First, think of your budget as a living document that needs regular checkups. It's not something you set and forget. Regularly review your budget and adjust as necessary. Life happens, expenses fluctuate, and your budget should reflect those changes. Maybe you've started a new hobby, or you've had an unexpected expense pop up. Adjust your budget accordingly to keep it realistic and manageable. Next, let's talk about rewards. Yes, you heard that right, rewards. Just like any goal, it's important to celebrate the small victories. Did you stick to your budget for the month? Go ahead, treat yourself. Not with a lavish vacation, but maybe a nice dinner out or a new book. Small rewards can go a long way in keeping you motivated and committed to your financial plan. But here's the thing. While rewards are important, it's equally crucial to not beat yourself up if you slip up. We're all human, and there will be times when you might go over budget. It's okay. What matters is that you recognize the misstep and get back on track. Be patient with yourself. Budgeting is a journey, not a sprint. Lastly, consider using budgeting tools or apps. These can provide helpful visual aids and reminders to keep you on track. From setting spending limits to tracking your expenses in real time, these tools can be a great ally in your budgeting journey. Remember, the key to sticking to your budget lies in persistence and discipline. It's about making consistent choices that align with your financial goals. And guess what? Over time, these choices will become habits. And before you know it, sticking to your budget will feel like second nature. With patience and discipline, sticking to your budget will become second nature. So you got your budget in place. What next? Here's a brief recap. First, we gained an understanding of your income, a crucial step in financial management. Then, we moved on to tracking your expenses. Every dollar matters. Next, we set some financial goals, giving your budget a purpose. With these 3 key steps, you're well on your way to mastering your $60,000 salary. Remember, budgeting is not a destination, it's a journey. Good luck. Before we wrap up, we want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Your journey to financial freedom is important to us, and we're thrilled to be a part of it. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more content like this. And we are curious, what do you want to see next? Let us know in the comments below. We're always looking for new ideas to help you on your financial journey. Remember, your financial success is our ultimate goal. Once again, thank you for watching, and until next time, keep budgeting and stay wealthy.